What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. Got two small stacks here from a couple places in Indiana that I've been to the last couple weeks. The first stop was the first stack I'm going to show you is from a shop in Kokomo, Indiana called Comics Cubed. I went up there this past weekend and spent about an hour in there. They had a whole bunch of long boxes, but I just had time to dig through their dollar books because there was a 4th of July parade on Saturday in town, and the shop was downtown. The parade route was going to go right through downtown, so the owners of the shop were wanting to close up early. So they didn't have too much time to dig around, so I just stuck to the dollar boxes. But if we go back, I'll definitely check out the rest of the shop because they had tons of stuff to dig through. And I did find some cool stuff in the dollar boxes. So starting off here with Transformers number 7. It's just from volume 1. Just trying to get as many of these as I can. It's not in great condition. There's some already rebagged and boarded these, but you can see some creasing over there on the top corner. There's a couple spine ticks too, but for $1, any of these early Transformer issues I'm going to grab, as long as they're not completely beat to crap. I got number 13 in a newsstand. This one's in a little better condition. Got a cool Megatron cover on there, so I was happy to find that. Then I found a bunch of Usagi books from the Dark Horse run up in the later 100s. I think I grabbed 10 total of these. This is just run filler, just trying to piece as much of this as I can together. Usually I find these just a little bit more than cover price, like $4 or $5. So whenever I can find them for $1, I will grab them if I don't already have them. And these runs, like I said, this is the Dark Horse run. These are all in black and white too, which I didn't know that until I started looking through them after I got them. But the Stan Sakai does the interior on all these as well. So that's one of the good things about the IDW run. He does the interiors too, but those are all colored, so that's better than black and white. And the license, the title's going back to Dark Horse. I'm not sure when, sometime later this year, I would imagine. So hopefully they'll be able to do those in color as well when they pick up the license again after since IDW lost that, and G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Star Wars too, I think. They lost Star Wars a while ago, but they do the kids version of those, I think, still. But anyway, I got about 10 copies or 10 issues of this Usagi run, so really happy to grab those. And then just the last few books from Comics Cubed were the first few issues of this Myth Conceptions title. This is the sequel to Myth Adventures. I've picked up a few of those. This is also in black and white, just some fun indie stuff, cartoon books. I just really like the art style on there. It reminds me of Phil Foglio and early Jim Valentino, the artist on this. I'm not sure. It's got on the cover there, Robert Asprin and Ken and Beth Mitroni. I'm not sure who the artist is, but that style is very much like the one that I like for Phil Foglio and early Jim Valentino stuff. So just don't see these very often, so I was happy to find these for $1 each. Got 1, 4, 5, and 6. So just some fun, lighthearted fantasy cartoon stuff. So not a ton of stuff, but like I said, they said it was a nice shop. The people were nice. They said they change out the dollar boxes pretty regularly, so I'll check back into those if we ever head back up to Kokomo. There's a couple of cool places on the same block. They call it Geek Street up in Kokomo. There's the comic shop, there's a toy shop, there's a sports car shop, and one other. I think that might be it, but it's all like in the same block, so it's kind of neat. Just kind of fun to dig around. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is they had a bunch of stuff in the back too that hadn't been priced. There was an X-Men 20, like from volume 1 from the 60s, that was in a bag and board. It didn't have a price tag on it. Then they had an Ultimate Fallout 4 second print that was just in a bag and board at some random box in the back. So I didn't ask them about those, but the prices were pretty fair, so they knew what they had. So I don't think I was going to be able to sneak those away for $1 or anything ridiculous, especially that X-Men 20. But those are books I don't see every day in person, so they're just kind of fun seeing those up close. And they did have a copy of Fantastic Four number 50 on their wall, but the way they did their wall is it's right up in front of you. It's like you can look on it. You don't have to go behind the counters, or they're not back on shelves or anything. They're right out in the main part of the store at eye level pretty much. So it was fun to see Fantastic 450 with that really cool Silver Surfer cover on it in person. That was like $300 or something. So definitely not in the dollar box, unfortunately. Now, the next shop I went to, not the same trip, it was a few more weeks ago. It's a place called M&M Sports Cards and Collectibles. This one is in Columbus, Indiana. And I picked up some dollar books and some priced books. Now this shop has some ridiculous pricing. That's out of focus. There we go. So they had some dollar boxes, but all their regular back issues were 50% off. They had the, signs everywhere, back issues 50% off. So, that's a good deal until you look at how they're priced. And the prices were a bit high, to say the least. Now, the newer books, like recent back issues, the way they get away with charging 50% off is they just double the price, double the cover price. Like new Spawn books, those are $2.99 when they come out. So any of the recent Spawn books, like with the $2.99 cover price, they just price those as $6 and put them in the back issue bin. It's like, 50% off, so $6, so 50% off is cover price, which is fine, whatever. It's a marketing thing. I just think it's funny. And then some of the prices, I wrote some of them down. I took some pictures and put them on my Instagram if you want to see them, if you want to see the actual price tags on them. But they were ridiculous. So they had a Marvel Age 90, which was that Spider-Man. It was a McFarlane cover with Spider-Man on it. It came out before Spider-Man 1. They wanted $430 for it. None of these are graded. These are all raw, just sitting in the back issue bins. They have bags and boards on them. But so yeah, $430 for that one. For Nebula 1, that book that came out maybe 4 years ago with the Jen Bartel cover that was hot for a while, they wanted $110 for it. Well, that's the price on it. So the Marvel Age, $430 half price is $215. Nebula 1 half price would be $55. They had a Punisher 3 in a newsstand from the ongoing series. They had that priced at $150. They had Savage Hawkman number 1 from the new 52. That was at $58. And Silver Sable 1, the ongoing series from the 90s, they had that priced at $28. So again, it's just ridiculous. I don't know where they got these prices from or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. And then they had a Spawn 4 newsstand. They had that was another $400 book. So, yeah, I don't know if they ever sell any comics like that. I went through the entire back issue bins and pulled out some stuff that was good prices, but nothing ridiculous like that. But I'll show those to you. We'll start with the dollar books here. And these were actually, I think these were actually $1. These weren't half off, so $1 a piece for all these is fine. The Liberty Meadows, the Pool Party one shot, and then Liberty Meadows number 36. Just trying to get those Frank Cho books where he does the interiors as well. These are just like collections of the comic strip that he did, that he started out at. So it's pretty cool. Got a crazy, creepy clown book. Had never seen this one before. This is Clown Shock number 1 from 1992 from North Star Comics. And what's that say? It says 80% more story. So I'm not sure what that is. I just thought it was a funny looking clown cover. And then I got this Evangeline and Glory number 1. It's a chromium cover. I think it's a wraparound too. Yeah, some good shiny Liefeld 90s goodness. Got the chromium wraparound there. Ooh. Oh, the shiny inside too. Can't go wrong with that. For a buck. And let's see, some more Liefeld goodness. Got Blood Wolf number 1. Apparently there are 3 covers to this. They all have the same art on there, but the word bubbles there are a little differently. The first one I had it says like "Run OJ Run" or something, and this one says, "Hey, my wizard smells funny. Who cut the big cheese?" So I think Blood Wolf, he's kind of a cross between Lobo and Wolverine, maybe. So just goofy character from the '90s. He had a little 4-issue run, and this is the last one that I needed, number 2. I think there's one more cover for number 1, so I'll look out for that. But you can find all these for cheap, and they're not worth anything. Just some fun '90s goodness. And got a DV8 number 14. Just like the cover on this one. It's a variant cover. Apparently, this Wildstorm New Horizon event that's advertised up there that this was a part of. They have the B covers, I guess, for a lot of the Wildstorm titles were a big connecting cover. So I'll keep an eye out for any of those that I find. But I just really like this, the artwork on that. I'm not sure who the artist was or is, but kind of looks like Jay Lee, but maybe not. Next, got a cool Adam Hughes cover. This is Frankenstein Mobster number 0, cover B. Just a fun dollar book, and let's see, I think, yeah, those are the only dollar books. So the rest of these are priced, but these were all in the regular back issue bin, so they were 50% off, whatever the price is. So I got this Punisher $224. This was $6 price tag, so it was $3. This is one of the ones that I would have expected to be like a $500 price tag, given their pricing scheme, but I guess they didn't know this one goes for about anywhere between $20 and $50. It's fluctuated over the last couple of years as the rumors if Punisher was coming back to the MCU and if he'll get the War Machine armor or not, that'd be cool. So all these Clayton Crane covers are really cool, and they've been going for a bit. I've had, I think, 218 and 219 were the first ones, so I've had a couple of copies of those and been able to sell them. So I'm just gonna try to sell this one too. So I got 224 and then 225. That one's got Spider-Man, Falcon, and Captain Marvel on there. That one was also a $6 tag, so that one's $3. This one doesn't go for as much as 224, but I can get like 10 or 15 bucks for it. Or if I start pricing my stuff like that store, I'll ask 500. Another Punisher book. This one I'm going to keep. This is War Journal number 8. This was $1.50 with the $3 price tag. Just trying to get all these. I think Jim Lee did the cover on this. I don't know if he did the interior. This was the last one I needed for the early Punisher War Journal run, so I was happy to get that. I managed to get 6 and 7, the Wolverine issues, at a dollar sale from Great Escape a couple years ago, so I was really happy about that. And those are the ones that go for a lot, and the number 1 goes for a lot too. Well, not a lot, $20. But yeah, Jim Lee does the interiors on these as well, so can't go wrong with that. For $1.50, there was a Spider-Man on one of those early covers too. That looks really cool. And I was really happy to find these next 2 books. These Injustice vs. Masters of the Universe crossover. Just a really fun crossover. I read the trade of it's a 6-issue miniseries. And Freddie Williams does all the interior art and the covers, the A covers as well. And the way he draws the Injustice characters and the Master of the Universe characters is really cool. I just really like his art style, and really like the way he draws these guys. He's like the evil Superman, Darkseid there. It's really sweet, really beautiful art. So I've never seen these in the wild before. These aren't worth anything either, but they only came out a couple of years ago. And like I said, it was a 6-issue miniseries. So I got number 4 and number 5. And these were $7. See, so the cover price was $3.99. The sticker price was $7. Cut in half, $3.50. So these were a little less than cover price. So I didn't feel as dirty buying these, I guess. Really happy to find these couple of early McFarlane covers. This Infinity number 16. Yeah, this one was $2. It's got Mr. Bones on there, who a lot of people say is a proto version of Spawn. I guess that's just because he has a cape and stuff. But just really fun. And let's see. I got another one too. I'm looking to see if McFarlane did the interior art. It looks like he did, but I can't tell. DC, these old DC books are terrible about crediting who the artist was. They don't say it is who it is on the inside cover. And yeah, I don't even know. I can't tell if they say anywhere on the inside, but it looks like McFarlane, so I don't know. But what is that? 16, and then 17. So this is both really cool. I think his first cover artwork is it's like 13 or 14. It's a yellow cover. I don't know who the characters are on that, but that one's the only one that really goes for anything. These are probably like $10 or $15 books, but I never see these. I always look for I always look for them in the Infinity Ink section, but they're never there. So real happy to find those for $2 each. And we'll wrap it up with some more crossover goodness here. Got some G.I. Joe vs. Transformers. Got number 1 from the Image title. That is cover A. It's really cool with Optimus Prime and Snake Eyes. And cover B. Cover B is the J. Scott Campbell cover. This has obviously Megatron and Cobra Commander. So can't go wrong with that. And then cover C is Carrie Andrews. So I was real happy to find that. I didn't know he did a cover for this. So he's one of the artists that I've discovered recently. So just trying to get as much of his stuff as I can. So I like his art style. It's more of the manga inspired stuff, but still really dig it. And then last book I have, these were all, what was that, $4.50, $4.50, $4.50, so $2.25 each after their beautiful 50% discount. The last book is this fun G.I. Joe's versus, or it's not G.I. Joe's versus Transformers, it's Transformers, like a slash G.I. Joe number 1 from the Dreamwave. This was the, Jay Lee did all the interior art on this as well. This is a fun wraparound cover, and this takes place during World War II. It reimagines, like the Cobra on the side of the Axis powers, and then the Autobots are the Allies, obviously, because they're the good guys. So just really cool, really fun, historical crossover, I guess. So I think this was a 6-issue series, so it's the first one I found, so I'm definitely going to try to get all these. I just love the crossover stuff, and Jay Lee's a great artist too, so he mostly does covers now, so seeing him do the interiors is a lot of fun, especially with these characters. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm recording this on 4th of July, so hope you guys have a fun 4th of July, and don't get your hands blown off. Be careful with those fireworks. See ya.